Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for this video, we are going to be getting into each of the zodiac signs and just seeing what the overall theme of November is going to be for you guys, what messages Spirit has for you guys throughout the month of November. I am going to have timestamps listed down below so you guys can just skip over and watch your sun, moon, and rising just to get an overall feel of what your entire message will be. So check that down below. And without further ado, let's get into it. With accuracy and clarity from my angels and my spirit guides, what is the overall vibe for Aries as we go into November? What will be the overall vibe for November? All right, Aries, so you guys got legal, lawyers, court, paperwork. You got clingy, old exes, dead relationships, old ways, and healing, self-care, introspection, and meditation. All right, Aries, so for some of you, I am getting that there may be some legal paperwork. I'm actually getting baby daddy, baby mama kind of situation here. I don't know if any of you guys are going to court, but if any of you guys are asking a question as to how this may be playing out, I'm getting this more sense of someone is causing trouble due to bitterness, due to jealousy, and it's going in this case of it has been taken so far as into court now. I am getting a good outcome through this due to the healing card here. There is going to be definitely a lot of introspection, but I feel like this will be playing out through November. But as we get to the end of November, it is going to be feeling a lot more lighter and more healing for you. I do keep getting the sense of take some time for yourself before acting out, because normally when we go into these situations, whether it has to do with court, and especially if it has to do with baby daddy, baby mama drama, we obviously don't want to say anything in the heat of the moment, because then that can come back to bite us in the ass. So I am getting the sense of Spirit is inviting you to please take a moment for yourself before responding. I'm getting this sense of they're keeping an eye on you because they're waiting for you to mess up, if that makes sense. But I do see that the ball is in your court, and the more that you just allow things to come your way before acting, you will have a better sense of clarity on how to act moving forward. It's giving more show me your colors and let it play out, so then I know what move to make next. I keep getting bringing in a lot more self-care to you is definitely going to help throughout the situation as it unfolds. So there you have it, Aries. All right, with accuracy and clarity from my angels and my spirit guides, what messages do we have for Taurus throughout the month of November? What messages do we have for Taurus throughout? All right, Taurus, so you guys got the time card. It says delays, procrastination, and too busy. You also got smell the roses, slow down, take some you time, get out in nature, and you got the suffering and silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams. All right, so Taurus, in the beginning of the month, I'm getting this feeling of you're going to be very, very busy. Towards the middle of the month, I am getting this sense of things are going to start slowing down. We're also going to go into Thanksgiving. This is November, so obviously there's all the holidays coming up. So maybe the fact that as we get closer to Thanksgiving, things are going to start to slow down, so you're finally going to be able to start taking some you time for yourself again. And Spirit is more so saying take advantage of this when this does come up, because there's going to be some much needed alone time, some time for yourself, basically, to get back in alignment with what you want to do for yourself. Now towards the end of the month, I know this card kind of looks a little scary, but I'm actually getting this sense of there won't be this need of suffering and silence anymore. I'm getting the sense that you're no longer going to have this feeling of keeping things to yourself anymore. You're going to find some people around you that you're able to finally speak and express yourself to. I'm also getting a different message for some of you this towards the end of the month. This may be someone who has been holding in their feelings for you and actually speaking up about it to you and telling you. It's funny, I'm getting this message of like having drinks with someone and them getting a little bit of courage juice in them and spilling their feelings for you. That's kind of what I'm getting. So like to sum this all up, in the beginning of the month, I'm getting this sense of like urgency and you're just going to be very, very busy. Towards the middle and the end of the month, I'm getting this like slowing down period, getting more of like you time, and then like a community coming around you and being able to share things, whether that is someone sharing things with you or you sharing things with them. So there you have it, Taurus. With accuracy and clarity from the angels and my spirit guides, what messages do we have for Gemini for the month of November? What messages are coming in for Gemini in the month of November? With accuracy and clarity, please bring forward any messages for Gemini in the month of November. Spirit, please bring forward any messages for Gemini. Alright, Gemini, so you guys got laughter, happiness, joy, healing. You also have trapped, stuck, no options, unforgiveness. Then you have cutting ties, freedom, standing up, awaken. And the last card you got is Archangel Michael, protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention. So we're going to put Archangel Michael down here. Let's try to fit them all in, if we can. So throughout the month of November, I am getting this feeling of like lightheartedness and just like feeling lighter. I keep getting this sense of like healing, like the month of November is going to be very healing for you. I feel like up until this point, you have been dealing with a lot of stuckness, a lot of like stagnation, stuck energy within you, and kind of feeling like there's no way to go. But I feel like throughout the month of November, you are really going to be stepping into like some healing around this. And this is, I'm getting more of like limiting beliefs. Like anything that has no longer been working for you is going to be really coming to the forefront for you throughout November, and you're going to be cutting ties with things that no longer work for you. As we have here, it says awaken. I feel like you're going to be waking up to these like habits, old patterns and beliefs that you had about yourself or about certain situations or even with certain people, and you are going to be cutting ties with all of this. And this is going to be bringing a lot of joy, happiness, laughter, and like I said, lightheartedness. So funny, we are going into Mercury retrograde, so already my tongue is like getting tied up in knots. And the entire month of November seems very, very protective. Like there's a lot of protection. Obviously we have Archangel Michael here, so you are someone who is very, very protected. I don't know if you're someone who has like a very like religious belief, or if you pray a lot, because I keep getting this sense of like praying to whatever it is that you believe in, and bringing in this sense of protection. You are very, very heavily protected here, Gemini. And I keep getting this sense of like certain things that you wanted to go your way, or that you expected a certain outcome. It didn't happen, not because it wasn't supposed to, but it was because there was some divine intervention. It was like a blessing in disguise to redirect you onto a better path. But I absolutely love this for you, Gemini. I keep getting the sense of like healing and coming even more into yourself, and just like realizing that everything is within you. I just keep getting the sense of joy, a lot of like expansive energy, and a lot of protection. So there you have it, Gemini. Accuracy and clarity from angels and the spirit guides. Please bring forward messages for Cancer throughout the month of November. With accuracy and clarity, please bring forward messages for Cancer throughout the month of November. All right, Cancer, so you guys got the Masked card. We have hiding, concealing, deception, and then we have epiphany. So self-reflection, answered questions, and untapped talents. Okay, Cancer, so I am getting the sense that you guys are going to be finding something out throughout the month of November. Like, it's going to slowly like unpack itself as the month of November proceeds. I'm getting like someone around you has been like putting up a mask or has been hiding something from you. And I get the sense that you have a feeling of this already. Like I keep seeing in my mind's eye like you doing a bunch of research. Not sure if this might have to deal with a relationship. It's more so like the example I want to give is like being in a relationship and feeling like this person is doing something behind your back. So you're doing a lot of like FBI work, basically. Like kind of trying to connect the dots. So what the Epiphany card here is like really like things are good, like there's a light bulb going off in your head, like, wait, I'm connecting this and that, so it's all starting to make sense. So you're like putting two and two together. Now for another part of you, collective, I am getting a lot of self-reflection. Now we are going to be going into Mercury retrograde soon too, so this may also have to do with that, with a lot of like introspection and doing a lot of reflecting on past experiences or things coming up. And for another part of you, collective, I'm getting the sense of you are finally putting down the ego mask. So it's this sense of like maybe you have slowly been trying to show the real you to people, but you don't feel fully safe to do so. So you like slowly start doing hints here and there, going like, oh, if I show this, will I be accepted? And then you take it a little step further and you're like, okay, now what if I show this? Am I still being accepted? So it's more so like you're slowly starting to open yourself up, but you want to feel safe while doing it. And then I'm getting like throughout the month of November, like it gets to this point where you're like, no, I don't care. Like the one who makes me feel safe is me, myself, and I make myself feel safe. Whether if someone likes it or not, this is who I am. That's what I'm getting for another part of you, collective. I just flipped the deck and I did get the Love Affair card, and it does say Dirty Little Secrets down low and the SEX fix in there. So for some of you, collective, I am getting the sense that if it has to do with relationship, you are going to be finding a secret out. For other of you guys, I am getting this more of like you're going to be finding something that someone has been hiding from you, something that someone has been keeping hidden. I'm getting more so of like a hidden secret from someone close to you. For some, it may be a relationship. For others, it just may be someone within your close circle. So there you have it, Cancer. With accuracy and clarity from my angels and my spirit guides, please bring forward any messages for Leo. Any messages for Leo, Spirit? Any messages for Leo? All right, Leo, so you guys got possibilities. Follow your dreams, make up your mind, believe in yourself, and you also got the healing, self-care, introspection, and meditation. So funny, another group also got the healing card. So I am getting a lot of healing for the collective as well. All right, Leo, so with the possibilities card here, I am getting the sense of like throughout November, I keep getting job. So there might be more opportunity when it comes to career or work life. And just like you following your dreams, something that you have been working towards. It's like you've been daydreaming about a certain either position, job, or something that you want to create on your own. And it's like throughout this month of November, I don't know if it's because since we are also going into like the holiday times, maybe if you get like some time off from your job, this might allow you to get the time needed to go within with yourself and really ask yourself like, is this something that I want? Can I like visualize this dream to come forward, and you like actually seeing it play out? One way that you can like also go more in and get like answers from your higher self is always doing like a meditation and just like seeing what comes forward. Like, how do you feel when you visualize this thing coming to life? Do you feel expansive? Does it feel like it's already here? And if so, allow yourself to live in that energy. The more that you allow yourself to live in that energy, it's like you telling the universe like, yes, I want this. If we feel it, we have no other option but to make it come in. That's how the universe takes it. So it's like you shifting realities, going into the actual reality that you want to create for yourself. And the fact that we have the healing card here, and a lot of I keep getting meditation, so maybe meditate on this, Leo. Like, this is going to bring in a lot more introspection for you, and it's going to answer a lot of questions. Oh, I love that for you guys. All right, so there you have it, Leo. With accuracy and clarity from my angels and my spirit guides, what messages do we have for Virgo for the month of November? What messages do we have for Virgo throughout the month of November? What's the vibe going to be for Virgo throughout the month of November? All right, Virgo, so you guys got the boundaries card. It says, disrespectful, enough is enough, defend yourself. You're also getting recharge, breathe, let go, clear your mind, and drowning, over your head, overextended, and rock bottom. Okay, Virgo. So even now, I just felt like I had to take a deep breath. Immediately, I am getting that you guys have been carrying a lot for quite some time now. I'm getting the sense of like constantly saying yes, 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 even when you want to say no, even when it goes against what you want to do, even sometimes going against your own values. I am getting the sense that November is actually going to bring in an opportunity for you, Virgo, to actually set in place some healthy boundaries. Because when we set healthy boundaries in place, then that also allows us to recharge. It allows us to let go of what we no longer can control. It allows for our minds to then be able to clear up, and then we are able to have a shift in perspective. We are then able to come to certain viewpoints and have different solutions for things, because then we are no longer operating from the old. We are now operating in a new sense of viewing things. Like, I'm getting the sense that you have been overextending yourself, and it has gotten you to the point where you are completely drained. You have no energy. You like wake up at times and you're like, why? Like, if it has to do with a certain job, I'm getting the sense of like you wake up and you're like, no, like, can I just sleep for 5 more minutes, or even like the whole day, really? It's this sense of like, I don't want to show up anymore because I am not feeling valued. And Virgo, I am getting the sense that the more that you then realize what boundaries are important to you and the way in which you decide to set them, this is then going to allow you to no longer feel like you're overextending yourself, like you no longer have any energy for you or for other people around you, or to be able to do the things that you like to do. I'm getting this sense of like you are then no longer going to be feeling like you are drowning. Just how this card right here, it shows that the girl is just drowning underneath the water. I'm getting like the sense of fresh air that you are going to be able to feel once you start setting in the boundaries that you need to set for yourself. But Spirit is inviting you to have a shift of perspective here, because think of it this way. If you keep saying yes, 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 and even when you want to say no, you're not honoring your no, and you're also not honoring that yes. Because if you're saying yes when your body and everything in you is saying no, you're going at it, but the energy that you put out while you are doing the actions of these yeses, then they're not coming to true fruition, because there's a big part of you there that actually wants to say no. I'm also getting this message that a lot of you guys are having a hard time setting these boundaries because you're scared that once you do set these boundaries in place, maybe some people will fall away, whether that's friends or family or even in the workspace. I'm getting this sense of like, what if I set up this boundary and then people around me, or the people who you set the boundary with, then fall away? But what Spirit is bringing forward here is that anyone who is meant for you, whether that be a job, whether that be friends, or even with family, anyone who is meant for you, anything that is meant for you, is not going to really fight you so much on something that means so deeply to you. And if they do, then that is just showing you already that these people clearly do not respect you. They clearly go against anything and everything that you are standing for, and that they just don't see eye to eye. They're completely different values. So Spirit is asking you to take a step back right now and to really reevaluate everything that is important to you and what is not. Because I just keep getting shown that there's these people that keep on asking and asking and asking of you, but that you keep showing up. So all these people see is that you keep showing up for them, but they don't see the exhaustion that goes behind closed doors for you. They don't see how tired you are. They don't see how much this is taking a toll on you. For another part of you, Virgo, I'm actually getting the sense of like a lot of like beating yourself up, talking bad to yourself. Like whenever you do something and it doesn't go the right way, you probably beat yourself up so much, and really just talking negative to yourself. And Spirit is more so coming forward and saying, how can we reframe that? Instead of saying like, oh my God, why did you do this? Why did I do that? Instead say, okay, so that didn't work out, but what did I learn from this? Okay, I learned this, so now I can do this next time. So it's more of that like changing in perspective of yourself, and also the way in which you view yourself, Virgo. So I'm getting the sense that this entire month for you, Virgo, throughout the month of November, is really going to be a lot more like introspection and just reviewing and checking in on what has been working for you and what hasn't, because there's a lot of stuff that is going on in your mind right now, and you're overanalyzing, overthinking. And I get it, Virgo. I have a lot of Virgo places myself too, so we do tend to be like perfectionists. We don't want anything to go wrong, but it's in the wrongs where we see and we learn from it. It's in the ways how we see that we are human and that we can do better ourselves also, learning from our mistakes and then moving forward. So there you have it, Virgo. With accuracy and clarity from my angels and my spirit guides, what are the messages for Libra throughout the month of November? With accuracy and clarity from my angels and my spirit guides, what are the messages for Libra? What is going to be the vibe for Libra throughout November? Alright, Libra, so you guys got harmony, balance, peace, and happiness. You have possibilities, follow your dreams, make up your mind, believe in yourself. And you also have the longing card. It says, missing you, let's talk, and reunion. Alright, Libra, so immediately for some of you guys, I am getting that there's going to be a sense of travel here. We are going into the holidays soon, so it may be a lot of like traveling to see family, friends, reunions. I'm getting a sense of like celebration here as well. For another part of you, Libra, I'm getting the sense of like expansion and a lot of like opportunity. For some of you guys, you might be getting a promotion in work. I'm getting the sense of like you're being recognized at work. I'm getting the sense of like these are things that you have been wishing for and dreaming for, and that they are actually happening. And I'm getting almost like that reference of like, pinch me, I must be dreaming kind of thing. So in overall, I'm getting like a lot of harmony. There's going to be this sense of like peace, a lot of like just a lot of celebration. I'm also getting the sense of like reuniting with a long lost relative or a friend. I'm getting like this person had something to do with your childhood, and you guys have been going like back and forth, text messaging, talking, just like planning on how you guys are going to meet up over the holidays, and just like these very long conversations once you guys are in person and hanging out. And I'm getting the sense of like, oh, I don't want it to end, but it's also like a lot of nostalgia. And I'm getting these kind of like long conversations, just like talking about how each of you guys have been doing in life so far, and just like being so happy and grateful that everything has been working out just as it has been for each of you guys. So all in all, I am getting a lot of like travel, celebration, a lot of happiness, balance, and just like coming together, the sense of like community around you as well. And then for another part of you, Libra, I'm getting the sense that you guys are going to be making very big decisions around this time too. And it's kind of like you're going back and forth on whether this will work or this won't work. And Spirit is bringing forward a message and saying, like, trust your gut instinct. And trust the signs that you have been seeing, because I'm getting the sense that you have been seeing signs. I'm getting 444 for you guys. And that's also a protection number. And I just love that for you, Libra. Well, there you have it. Right, with accuracy and clarity from my angels and my spirit guides, what messages do we have for Scorpio for the month of November? What's going to be the overall vibe for November? All right, Scorpio, so you guys got the Two-Face card. It says double life, cheater, backstabber. Then we have family, blood ties, inner circle, and we also have hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and success. All right, Scorpio, so I am getting a couple different messages here. For a part of you, Scorpio, I am getting the sense that there has been some secrecy going around in like really close family or a really close group of friends. And I'm getting the sense of like, this secret is going to be coming to the light towards the end of the month. And it's something that this person might actually come forward and confess something big. I'm getting like this revelation. And I'm getting this sense of like really like misinformation being spread around. For another part of you, Scorpio, I'm getting the sense that you feel like you are in two different worlds, whether that is being at home and then being with your friends. And I'm getting the sense of like you are trying to find a way of how you can tie the two together. And I'm getting the sense of like towards the end of the month, you are going to open up, whether that is to your family or to this really close group of friends of yours. And I'm actually seeing this going really, really well and turning out much better than you would have thought. I'm also seeing a lot of like community. This is Scorpio season also where we're heading into. So it could also just be a lot of celebration around your birthday and just coming together with both family and friends. It could be a time where you mesh both of the two worlds together, your friend group and your family together, and you see how this can actually like mesh both parts of you into one. I keep hearing, don't worry, everything is going to be just fine. So I feel that Spirit is coming forward and saying, be hopeful. There is nothing to be worried about. Everything is working out just as it is, as it's supposed to be. So there you have it, Scorpio. With accuracy and clarity from my angels and my spirit guides, what are the messages for Sagittarius throughout November? What's the overall vibe for Sagittarius throughout November? What messages do we have for Sagittarius throughout November, Spirit? What messages do we have for Sagittarius throughout November? All right, Sag. So you guys got wishful thinking, second chances, deja vu, nostalgia. You also have running, escape, denial, excuses. And then you have today, good vibes, now in the moment. All right, Sagittarius. So immediately Spirit is bringing this image to mind of like just daydreaming, up in the clouds, just basically like wishful thinking, as it says right here on the card. I'm getting the sense of like running away from responsibilities and just like living in this life and this fantasy that you have created in your mind. And Spirit is more so inviting you to come back to reality and see like what is actually going on here in the moment, in the present moment. For some of you, Sagittarius, I'm getting the sense of like you keep going to the past, going back to the past and kind of seeing how can you revisit it and almost trying to see like what could I have done better to change it? What could I have done? And maybe if I had done this, maybe the outcome would have been this instead. So I keep getting this sense of like running back towards the past. And Spirit just keeps saying like what happened has already happened, and we can't necessarily do anything to change the past. What we can do is be here in the now, and the decisions that we do making forward will change for the now and what is coming next. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with like looking back at the past and seeing what has happened, because sometimes that does help us to see like, okay, well, this happened and now I've learned from this and now I can do this moving forward. But it becomes an issue when we just stick there in the past and we don't do anything to propel us going forward anymore, because then we're just stuck there and we don't find the will to keep going. Spirit is bringing forward this message of like, this is your second chance though. At every single point in life, we are always given a chance, that we can always change the direction of our life in whichever way that we choose to. I keep getting this image of like changing your path suddenly and you're like, oh, I don't know if I should or if I shouldn't. Is it too late? And Spirit is bringing forward this message of like, no, it's not too late. But in order to make this shift, in order to make this directional shift, we have to be in the now. We have to be fully present in the now to see the direction in which we are going. Because everything is happening in this moment at this time. So what can you do to bring yourself back to this exact moment? So it feels like November is going to be this time of like, yes, looking back at what has happened, but it's going to propel you to like, yes, that did happen, but this is where I am now, and I can look at that and be thankful for what has happened, and now I can move forward. So there you have it, Sagittarius. Capricorn, so you guys got family. It says blood ties, inner circle. You got stagnant, stuck, dead end, frozen. And we got the intimacy card, mutual respect, unity, and closeness. Alright, Capricorn, so I'm getting the sense that there has been a lot of stuck energy within family or a close group of friends. I'm getting the sense of like a conversation that's been waiting to happen, but that you or this other person or group has been putting off this conversation. And it can be due to a lot of things just interfering. I'm not getting the sense that someone is actually not trying to have this conversation. I'm just getting the sense that there's been a lot of stuff happening throughout the past couple of weeks or even months that hasn't allowed for this to naturally unfold. But I'm getting the sense that this is going to unfold throughout November, and that once it does, it's going to bring in a lot of unity, a lot of closeness, and a lot of respect towards each other. And then it's going to propel you guys into a good position moving forward. I'm getting the sense of like 2 different time zones. So I'm not sure if this has to do with like you and a partner, where maybe the conversation has been about like, when are we finally going to move in together? And it's getting the sense of like deciding where one or the other is going to be moving in together and coming together at this specific place and at this specific time. And I'm getting like whatever it is that you guys decide to do, it's going to lead to more unity. It's going to lead to like a lot more like sturdy foundation, and it's not going to result in this kind of like stagnant energy that's just been sitting for too long in one place and it hasn't been able to move. I'm getting like this is going to strengthen the bond even further. So I keep getting like towards the end of November, this is something that's going to be more sturdy and more solid. And it's just going to have a sense of direction. So there you have it, Capricorn. Accuracy and clarity from my angels and my spirit guides. What messages do we have for Aquarius throughout the month of November? What will November bring for Aquarius? What is the overall vibe for Aquarius? Alright, Aquarius, so you guys got antisocial, in your feelings, silent treatment, left out. Then we have envy, resentful, competitive, and discontent. And we have cutting ties, freedom, standing up, and awaken. Alright, Aquarius, so I'm getting a couple different messages here. I'm getting that for some of you, you guys have been like in this state of withdrawal from like community, social groups, like I'm getting more so like friendships as well. And for some of you, Aquarius, I'm getting the sense that you have been becoming like very distant from work and like work events. And I'm also getting that many of your peers have definitely been noticing as well. I keep getting that for some of you, Aquarius, you guys have been going through a lot emotionally lately. And that it's gotten to the point where it's getting really hard for you to trust people. And then for some of you, Aquarius, I'm getting the sense of like people around you have started to build up this like, I'm not gonna, no, like it's not jealousy, it's more of this feeling of like resentment within them towards you, because they sense you so distant and like you not opening up is what I keep getting. I just keep hearing spirits say like, it's okay to let people help you. It's okay to let your friends help you. It's okay to let people in. You don't have to do everything on your own all the time. And for another part of you, Aquarius, I'm getting the sense of like there's been a lot of like pressure and competition in the workplace, that it's gotten you to like tense up and like not wanting to open up or really trust anyone around you. Now, towards the end of the month, I do see you, Aquarius. For those of you who have been dealing with a lot emotionally, I do see you getting the sense of courage of like finally being able to express what it is that you want to say to those around you or just people within like your inner circle. And then for others of you, I see you like just simply being able to like come to the awareness of like you're finally ready to release all this pent-up emotion, whether that is letting people within your inner circle or around you know how it is that you feel and expressing it, or just simply becoming aware that you're ready to let it all out. And for another part of you, Aquarius, I get this feeling of like finally standing your ground and being able to finally speak your truth as well. I'm getting the sense of like it's going to get you to the point of cutting ties in the ways in which you used to operate, and also in the ways in which you used to let other people treat you, which in turn is then going to cause the trajectory of the relationships that you had with yourself and with other people to change. And it's going to create this more like newfound respect for yourself, and other people are also going to have this newfound respect towards you as well. So all in all, Aquarius, I keep getting that the month of November for you is going to be a month of transformation from within and from without. So there you have it, Aquarius. With accuracy and clarity from my angels and my spirit guides, what messages do we have for Pisces throughout the month of November, Spirit? What's the overall theme for Pisces throughout the month of November? Any messages for Pisces throughout the month of November? Alright, Pisces, so you guys got feminine energy. It says gentleness, nurturing, mothering. And you also have the time card. It says delay, procrastination, and too busy. Alright, Pisces, so I am getting that for some of you guys, family has been on the mind. If you are in a relationship, I feel like this conversation of creating a family has came up a couple of times already within your relationship. And I'm getting that for some of you guys, you have been going back and forth whether if right now would be the right time to create a family, or if you guys just need a little bit more time to like prepare yourselves. And what I'm getting right now, that for some of you guys, I feel that you are not sure if you want to move forward with taking this next step, because you feel like life has just gotten too busy for you or for your partner. And then for another part of you guys, I feel that you want to move forward with this, but you feel like your partner might be way too busy. I'm getting the sense that maybe for some of you guys, your partner has just moved up in a position and you're not sure if right now would be the right time to bring up this conversation to them. So I'm getting the sense of like hesitation, kind of like worry at the same time, and just like not knowing if you should move forward with having this conversation with them or not. But what I'm hearing Spirit bring forward right now is to be gentle towards yourself, but also be honest with what exactly it is that you want. If family is something that's very, very deeply important to you, if it's something that's really on your mind, regardless if you're ready or not, it's never going to be the right time. It's just this deep inner knowing that if becoming a mother or becoming a father is something that's deeply important for you and it's something that you highly value, it is something that you would want to bring up to a partner, because then that's how you're finally going to realize, does this person even align with the values that I have? Can they meet me where it is that I need to be met? And Spirit's just bringing forward this sense of like, the longer that you delay this conversation, the longer that you're going to be sitting in this state of worry and this state of like not knowing what to do. Because you can't create the other person's thoughts and just what they're going to say. You have to sit down with them to really know if you guys are on the same understanding or if there's a different plan for you guys. Now, for another part of you, Pisces, I'm getting the sense that the month of November is actually going to be a month where you're going to be able to bring in a lot more like gentleness towards yourself. So a lot of like more self-love and just being able to nurture that inner child of yours, and also nurture yourself the way how you wish a lover would nurture you. I'm getting the sense that for some of you guys, you have been manifesting and bringing in a partner. And I'm also getting this sense that for some of you guys, you have been like, when is it going to happen? I've been manifesting and manifesting. Like, when is this person going to come in for me? And what Spirit is bringing forward right now is like to allow yourself to live in this energy of like just letting it go, letting it flow, letting it come in at the right time. Because sometimes the more that we stay thinking about something, we're not really allowing that to really unfold, because we're in this state of like we're in this state of desperation. Like we're wanting it to come in so badly that we're actually blocking it. And for another part of you, Pisces, I'm actually getting the sense that you guys are actually with child right now. And I keep getting this message from Spirit that some of you guys are probably scared of what labor and just the birthing process is going to bring forward. And it's completely normal. It's completely okay to be worried as to how this outcome is going to go about, because it is the unknown, especially if it's your first time giving birth. I'm also a first time mom, so I remember when I got emergency induced, so I was pretty worried, pretty anxious, like I don't know what's going to happen. But just know that the team around you is what's going to be the most important. If you're giving birth in a hospital setting, trust your nurses, the medical staff that's going to be completely around you. Let them know what you are okay with and what you are not okay with. If your partner or anyone that's going to be in the room with you, state to them what's the most important to you, what you are okay with and what you are not okay with, because you do need someone who's going to be your advocate. In my case, for example, when I went in to get induced, I stated to the medical staff around me, to my nurses, what was my top priorities, and I am completely grateful that I had an amazing team around me, because they were advocating for me 1,000%. And I just had an amazing experience. And what Spirit is coming forward and saying right now is trust the process. You are divinely protected. Everything is going to turn out just as it has to. So don't live in fear of this moment coming to life. Trust your body. Your body knows exactly what it's doing. So there you have it, Pisces.